If the League ever hopes to overcome the threat of Doom and Perpetua, they're going to have to turn old foes into new friends. All this and more on the pages of Justice League number 27. Let's hop on in together and find out what happens next, shall we? Alright then, so as we join the comic, we once again check back on in with John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. He says that for a long time now he's been trying to come to terms with a chapter of his life that had been deleted from his mind when he was kidnapped as a child, and experimented on by Lex's father, Lionel Luthor, and the Legionnaires Club in an attempt to understand his Martian physiology and weaponize it. These fears have become a horrible new reality for our hero, as once again he has seemingly been taken by the resurrected Lionel Luthor. Only now Martian Manhunter isn't the scared little child he was. He's ready to fight back and get some revenge. Eventually, it's revealed that indeed Lionel Luthor is still dead, and that this person who has been menacing Martian Manhunter is a robot, one built by the evil Dr. Ivo. The same mad scientist who also created the power-copying Amazo. They've been working for the Legion of Doom, and now it looks like they've come for Martian Manhunter. Now, over with the rest of the League, they're out in space on planet Nil, one of the old homes of the Monitors. Yes, that's right, Monitors, but I thought there was only one Monitor. Well, there used to be, and then that was changed. As the World Forger says it, there have been a ton of different crises that have affected the fundamental state of the universe. And he painstakingly walks our heroes through each one. First there was a multiverse, then there was one universe, then there were multiverses again. His brother, the Monitor, was constituted and reconstituted so many times that finding him has become really difficult, but they know that they're going to have their best chance if they return here to where it all started. It seems that the destruction of the Source Wall and all the chaos surrounding it is really affected the Monitor. He's trying overtime to rescue the multiverse, the thing that he seems to love more than just about anything else. He even calls out the Flash, saying that he is ripe with crisis energy, and he kind of is. What with the whole dying in a crisis and then kickstarting another one in Flashpoint. Now, back over with Ivo, he intends to dissect Martian Manhunter to complete Lionel Luthor's original research to create the apex predator, the perfect fusion between man and Martian. Why, that's the only reason Dr. Ivo even bothered working for the Legion of Doom, just so he could get his hands on Lex's dad's research. He says that once he's perfected the technique, he'll make something greater than any Amazo he's ever worked on, a true melding of machine and flesh. A race of new warriors powerful enough to wield the cosmic energies of creation themselves. And he might just have gotten away with it too, were it not for the intervention of Hawkwoman. How was she able to find them? Well, you forget that she ran a spy organization before eventually joining the Justice League. She knows her stuff. And Hawkwoman has an invested interest in saving John, not just because he's her teammate, not just because he's the chairman of the Justice League right now, but because they also kind of adopted a kid from that alternate universe. One who we discover this issue is actually going through a major existential crisis, and I mean, really, why shouldn't he be? The alternate multiverse he came from doesn't exist anymore, and yet he just kind of hitched a ride to this one. Thankfully, he makes a friend in Starman who knows a thing or two about cruising the waves of the multiverse. Now, it's a good thing for Hawkwoman and Martian Manhunter that these Amazos they're fighting are only half-baked. If they were as strong as the original, they might not be able to take them down, but it's clear that Ivo wasn't really interested in the Amazos anymore. It was his new project. Luckily for the good guys, though, the Apex Predators are incomplete, and because Ivo wasn't able to get the information from John, that's one less problem they're going to have to worry about, but that's not to say they're out of the woods yet. Kendra says that she's worried about John, saying that his prior relationship with Lex Luthor is clouding his mind, and that perhaps in the back of his head he still thinks Luthor can be saved. But that what Lex has become now is so far from John's young friend, and she couldn't be more right either, because Lex appears to our two heroes a la Holocron, a la the Emperor, complete with cloak, just to taunt Kendra and John, saying that if they want to find him, they should just come and do it right now. After all, he has a fancy new form to show off, for he's not Lex Luthor anymore, he is Apex Lex. And so that was Justice League issue number 27, everybody, and once again, Scott Snyder shows that he is not letting up when it comes to delivering a huge crisis-level event story told over the stretch of his entire run. I wonder if it was a hard sell to the DC higher-ups to be like, hey, what if our heroes actually knew the history of all the different crises that have befallen them over the years and what that could potentially mean for what's coming? That's all really huge and interesting and the stuff that I'm sure everyone's going to be talking about this issue when it comes out, but for me, the real selling point and what I enjoy is the nice little character-focused Martian Manhunter piece that sandwiches this whole book together. This is the most interested and invested I've actually been in Martian Manhunter as a character since the Justice League cartoon cartoon show, pretty much. I like this shared history with Lex and how it's really affecting what he's doing now, making him almost more his foe than Superman's foe. Ultimately, I would give this one another really solid 8 out of 10. Good stuff. I'm Cape Joel, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, you know what? If you're in the market for a good comic book trade, might I recommend using my link down in the description? That's right, through Book Depository, not only will you get an amazing deal and not have to pay for shipping and handling, but anything you buy via my Book Depository link actually goes to support me and the channel, so you win, I win, everybody wins, right? And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you for watching, and I will be continuing to make comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye.